Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Devin Bush able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Hey, 15.
Throwing now is Mahomes. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Now Mahomes looking for the end zone. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 26 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Point after, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. We're back now in KC. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They start with a give to counter. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Yeah, let's go second.
Mark 50, Snickers, 66.
You can't block me. You go tight.
Again, it's counter. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards.
I'm not sure this is how they had it drawn out on paper, but this is going to work out for them and then some, right? They've got a big chunk they've got to pick up. They decide to check it down, and he just turns into a pure athlete and makes a huge play for them.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to counter. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On 2nd and 2, Roethlisberger. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there at 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
You got three down. 7-7.
Hey,
Alpha. We ain't giving up nothing today.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
Ready?
4 yards on the pickup. Good enough to extend the drive. Roethlisberger now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Ben leads to counter on the draw. That bulldozing through multiple tackles. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's the fullback. This is Roosevelt Nix. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. Roethlisberger will hand a counter. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be counter and a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. They'll try to surge ahead with Connor. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up 4th. But defensively, that's a nice stop there on 3rd down here in the 4th quarter. Now, offensively, kicking the field goal, taking the lead, right?
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Especially since you got stopped on the previous play. But if you've got something you really like, something that you've practiced all week, and you think, hey, this is the time to use it, this is the play, I wouldn't be deterred. I would gamble a little bit and go for it right now.
And they're not going to get the kick off in time. That's going to set them back 5 yards. So here we go. On now is the kicker, Chris Boswell. This to almost certainly win the football game. And Boswell's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
Yellow.
They'll look to throw. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated